Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Studio Live today, and in today's video, we're going to be doing a live vocal recording session. Yes, we have our iPhone here set up. We can look at it over here. There it is. That is my iPhone ready to go. We're going to be recording in GarageBand, and we're going to be recording some vocals because we're at the end of September, or as I've been calling it all month, Songtember. This is our Songtember challenge. So I'm going to be trying to create, record, and release an entire song in the month of September. And you know what? We're nearly at the end of it, so I got to actually get started and do this. So if you are new to this channel, my name is Pete, and this is Studio Live today. Let's jump back to that, where I help you create, record, and release your best music. And today, we're recording some vocals, and I'm going to be using GarageBand on my iPhone. I've got everything set up here and ready to go, as you would have seen before. So if we jump back over to that one, we've got my iPhone here. I've got my project here ready to record. If you've been following the process of this, you would have seen me recording the acoustic guitar here. I've got a couple of acoustic guitar tracks. I've got some electric guitar tracks. I've got a bass guitar track. But since there, I've added a piano track. I've added an organ, no I haven't, an electric piano track. I've added some drums, so I've actually recorded some drums in here, and I've even got like a weird sort of Wurlitzer recorded in here at the start. So we've made some changes to this track over time. Let's just take a quick listen to the instrumental version before we jump in and I show you, don't do that, before I jump in and show you how I record a vocal track here. So if we hit play at the start of this one, let's just do a quick sound check, shall we? There's our guitar and our piano playing along there. In comes our drums down the bottom here. Our drums and our electric guitar, and then we kick into our verse. And this is where we will start singing our vocals. So in this series, I have written a song, I've recorded the scratch recordings of all of these things. I've got guitars, we've got our scratch vocals recorded, we've written lyrics, we've done a bunch of things, and now today we're actually going to record some vocals because you know what? In the next 2 days we have to have the vocals done, the mixing, the mastering, and release this song. So yeah, a few things have happened. So let's just pause for a moment and talk about what's going on this month. So at the start of the month of September, I said, I'm going to challenge me and you to write, record, and release a song in the month of September. I'm going to do that, I think, because I need to actually get this mixed and mastered and ready to get released to DistroKid tomorrow, like in 24 hours, so that it will actually have a chance of being out by the 1st of October, so that I can actually say, I wrote, recorded, and released a song in September. If it doesn't work though, what does that mean? Well, I wanted to stop briefly and talk about that because a lot of you have reached out to me, you've shared your songs, you've told me your progress, you've told me what's been happening, and you've said something along this line that, you know, life gets in the way, sometimes things don't go to plan. And I wanted to say this up front before we go ahead and record vocals, that if you have a plan, if you are going to complete something, if you were planning to get a song done in Songtember, in September, and you haven't, then that's actually okay. Like, the thing is, you can look at failure in two ways. You can say, I failed, that's a bad thing, I should feel bad. Or you can say, yeah, you know what? You can learn something from everything that you do. And if you look at every time you fail, inverted commas fail, as an opportunity to learn what you can do differently next time, I think that's cool. So if some of your Songtember songs become Songtober songs, like mine may well, then that's actually totally cool as well. So don't worry about any of that. But we're going to kick on and record here. Hello to the folks that we have here live. We've got a couple. We've got Ria Michelle here. We've got Johan Oliver. We're at a weird time here, and I gave literally zero notice for going live here today. So if you are here live and you've got comments or feedback about this song, then leave those into the description. Leave those in the comments or drop a note in the live chat. Let's jump back over here. We're going to go to our desktop here. So what I've got here is my iPhone. I'm using my iPhone XS. Now, the setup I have here is what I've used a lot before. I've got a Steinberg UR12 interface. I am using a dynamic microphone because this is a bit of a rock song and I'm going to literally sing into this. So this is going to be a handheld dynamic mic. We're going to see if we can get a good vocal sound out of this. So let's set up to record this vocal now. I'm going to delete this one. I've already set it up, but I'm going to delete it just so that I can show you how I set up to record a vocal here. So what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is hit the plus button down here in the bottom left corner. I'm then going to tap on the voice button here. And what it will do by default, it'll bring up our lead vocal. So if we tap in the top left here on the iPhone, or it'll be right in the middle on an iPad, you can see here we've got our lead vocals there. So if I hit the monitor button in the bottom right corner here, and then I talk into this microphone, hello, welcome. This is going to have quite a bit of vocal hall, as you can hear there. It's got quite a bit of compression on this, and it's got a little bit of treble in the tone there. Now, what I like to record when I'm recording vocals is I'll come in here, and I'll usually use Radio Ready or Punchy Presence. So let's go Punchy Presence on this one, and there you go. We've got just a little bit of ambience there, which we can control like that. And then we've got a bit of delay here that we can add in. Hello, hello. So I like this one because it doesn't have all that reverb on it, and it just helps me stay more in tune with what I'm trying to sing here. So we'll make sure that that's adjusted, a little bit of delay, not that much delay, a little bit of ambience, and then we can actually record our vocals. Now what I can do, I'll turn down the vocal that's going through there, and now you'll only hear me through this microphone. And what I actually have, in fact, I don't think I can show it on the screen because I've got my, it's behind here now. I've got my lyrics here. They're peeking up the top there. I'll put those over on my other screen. I'm going to be singing along to the lyrics, but I have tried to memorize my lyrics for this vocal recording because that's something that I definitely recommend that you do. Sorry, that's distracting. I'm going to come back over to here for a minute. So let's set up here to record. I'm going to go to my track view. And we're going to go to the start of the song here, and we're ready to record. But what I need to do is work out my input gain. Now, I have already done this. I've dialed it in on my interface here to get my input gain, but I want to make sure that that's going to be all right. So let's just sing a couple of lines here. I'll turn this mic down. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, that's going to be okay. So we don't want to be peaking. We don't want to be getting right up there on our input gain and maxing out that one. So let's just do a quick run through of our vocals here and hit record. There we go. And in a moment, we're going to hear the music. We are recording. Check. 1, 2. So I'll turn this mic off and we'll be just on this mic here for this recording. Life is long and you have much time. You're in a rush and you don't know why. You want it all and you want it now, but you doubt your talent and you don't know how. Look around at what others do. Think it's easy, so why not you? But success isn't overnight, so if you want to win, you're gonna have to fight. Hold on, hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Hey! There are times when you might give in, thinking there's just a way to win. Looking sideways at other folks, thinking you're the butt of everyone's jokes. But there's one lesson that I've learned: when you feel that you can't return, get it though. There you go. I've missed the first line there. So that's okay, because we're going to come back here and do a quick check here of how we're actually doing. So let's take a quick listen to what these vocals are sounding like here. You want it all and you want it now, but you doubt your talent and you don't know how. Look around at what... Okay, so it's sounding okay. We'll come down here and we'll cut back in. Now, this is some good learning here for GarageBand. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bring this back here to about there. And the beauty part of GarageBand is I can tap here and come back here, and we're just going to cut in from this part. Now, people have been asking during the week, how do you cut in? We'll come back up here. How do you actually like do a what do they call this? A lead in? No, a punch in. Thank you to myself. A punch in here in GarageBand. Well, I'm just going to do it like this, and I'll show you what happens. So you don't have to do it right from the place where you've actually cut it back here. We can come in from here, and then afterwards I'll show you how we can actually edit this down. So we'll hit record here, and I'll throw us back over to this microphone. There are times when you might give in, thinking there's just no way to win. Looking sideways at other folks, thinking you're the butt of everyone's jokes. But there's one lesson that I've learned, when you feel that you can't return, and that is that you should persevere, because you won't get it done by living in fear. Hold on, hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. They say, get rich, buy a car, a house, a diamond ring, but that won't really make you happy. So hold on, it's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Hold on, it's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, yes, it's gonna be a long, and it's gonna be a long, long time. Bump, right? Okay. So we'll put the mic down there gently so it doesn't whack on there. So that is our first pass, our first take of our vocals. We've got those down here. Let's tap on our track view and see how we've gone here. So the key thing is, have we actually clipped anywhere along here? So have we been singing too loudly? It doesn't look like we have. We did get pretty close in some of these louder sections. So let's just take a quick listen in some of these louder parts and see, and make sure that we're actually not clipping and we're not getting too loud and distorting our vocal sound. Fight, hold on, it's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Hey! No, we're looking good. And the other thing is, we did this here, right? So here's the good news. So if we do a cut like we did there, where we punched in on our vocals, which I forgot the word for, we can actually just move this over here. But I moved the whole thing, don't worry. We can actually tap on the edge here, tap on that one, tap and hold, and move just the yellow part so that we're actually creating a gap there instead of actually moving the waveform. And then we can move this one by doing the same thing. So you can see there that we can actually make the cut point anywhere we like here. And this is a good technique for recording vocals. So there's the end of our last vocal take. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Hey! And then we can just move straight in here and make sure that we've got the right gap into our next, turn on the metronome, into our next vocal take here. There are times when you might So we're all good there. Now, I don't really like the punchy presence on this one, so I'm going to try another vocal take. So we're going to probably end up comping some vocals together here. I'm going to tap here, I'm going to go duplicate, and we're going to get another vocal take here. Now this time, we'll turn on our monitoring there. We're going to go up the top here, and we're going to tap on the microphone, and we're going to this time go with a different one. Let's try Radio Ready, shall we? So we'll try Radio Ready. We'll bring up the microphone here. Hello. There we are. This one has a little bit more delay, but it's got pitch control, and you can't hear it, but I can. But when you have pitch control on your vocals, there's a massive delay. As soon as we turn that off, now I can actually hear myself through the headphones. So that's okay. What we can do, we can still add delay. We can still add some ambience to get a little bit of reverb and delay on there. But don't ever record with pitch control on. It never works. It always sounds terrible. So we're just going to do a quick test here to make sure that our input gain is at the right level. Hold on, hold on. Yep, we're going to be okay there. So we'll continue recording at this level, but we're just going to turn the output up. Hello, there we go. So you can always turn the output gain up, right? This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. It's only the input gain that matters. So that's another good vocal recording tip technique to use there is turn up your output, don't turn up your input, because your input is what can clip. That can be what distorts when you're recording vocals. So let's come back to our vocals here. Now, we'll record this one again. We'll come in here to where we actually have to start recording. We'll tap here, and now we don't need to listen to all of this intro part again, because we already know what that is. We're just going to come closer to where we're actually going to record, and I'm going to try and use some better mic technique this time. I'm going to try and do a better take here. Got my vocals here, so let's get this happening now. We'll hit record and go. Life is long and you know what I didn't do? I didn't mute my previous vocal take. So we'll just come in here. I meant to do that on purpose. We're going to tap undo. We're going to mute the previous vocal take like that. And then we're going to hit record again and try that one more time with feeling. Let's go. Life is long and you have much time. You're in a rush and you don't know why. You want it all and you want it now, but you got no... I got the words wrong. I've changed that. Actually, I reckon it was Danny Elliott who suggested, instead of you got no talent, he suggested you doubt your talent. So that's what I'm actually going to go with here. I just haven't got it memorized yet. So let's try that now. Life is long and you have much time. You're in a rush and you don't know why. You want it all and you want it now, but you doubt your talent and you don't know how. Look around at what others do. Think it's easy, so why not you? But success isn't overnight, so if you want to win, you're gonna have to fight. Hold on, hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on, hold on. 'Cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Hey! There are times when you might give in, thinking there's just nowhere to win. Looking sideways at other folks, thinking you're the butt of everyone's jokes. But there's one lesson that I've learned. When you feel that you can't return, that is that you should persevere, because you won't get it done by living in fear. Hold on, hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long rich, buy a car, a house, a diamond ring, but that won't really make you happy. So hold on, it's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Hold on, it's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, yes, it's gonna be a long, and it's gonna be a long, long time. I ran out of breath there at the end, right? Can anyone relate to that? Like trying to sing and running out of breath right at the end? Yeah. So I got comments coming through here on previous videos, but that's okay. We will continue on here live. The beauty part of live video is that, I should have said this at the start, you could either see something pretty cool or you can see a complete train wreck. I say that all the time, and it's because it's 100% true. But what have we got here? Well, now we've got a couple of takes. So we've got a couple of takes of vocals here. You can see here that they look kind of similar because I'm singing them kind of similar. And the beauty part of this is that we've got pieces of vocal, move that around. We've got pieces of vocal here that may become, maybe not my final take, but maybe they'll be my double of my vocal. So maybe one of these will be the double of the vocal, and we'll talk about vocal doubles as we continue on here. We need to kind of work on some harmonies to these vocals as well. So that's probably what I'm going to do next. We've got a couple there. Let's just take a listen to that last take of vocal and see what it's kind of sounding like here. We will come in and take a listen. When you feel that you can't return, that is that you should persevere, because you won't get it done by living in fear. Hold on. Now what you're probably hearing there is that what I'm learning is the rest of my mix is kind of too loud, right? So my vocals aren't cutting through here. So what I either need to do is come in here to my mix and add in some more compression, which I've already got quite a bit of on here. So I probably need to dial the compression down here a little bit. Let's just try a little bit of that now. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Yeah, except you can see there that their vocals are getting too loud there. So I'm probably going to have to bring down the volume of everything else here to match these vocals. But what I wanted to do here is quickly, while I'm here live, is do a harmony vocal pass here, because I'm going to show you how I start. Because here's the thing. We're 2 days away from when I need to release this song, and I haven't written the actual harmony vocals, which is a little bit weird, but it's kind of the way I roll. That's okay. We'll come in here. We're going to duplicate again these vocals here, and we're going to go again, and I'll get my... Now, you might be asking, why am I using a handheld microphone for this song? Sometimes I just use a handheld dynamic. This is the AKG D5, very cool handheld dynamic microphone. I am talking into the Audio-Technica AT2020. I could use this, and I may do when I do my final vocals tonight, tomorrow morning, whenever that happens. But I'm using the AT2020 for now to record. No, I'm not using the AKG D5 to record these vocals, just because it's easier for me in this environment, and I just tend to get a better performance. Sometimes holding a microphone and just doing it. I talked about this with Mike the other night on Creative Studio Live. Sometimes it's about creating the right environment to get a good performance is as important as the actual sort of studio environment you're in. Because again, I'm not in a perfect environment here that I'm recording. And that's another good reason to use a dynamic mic, because I can actually remove some of the background noise by doing this. Anyway, what I'm going to do is let's play this back, and I'm going to record some background vocal ideas here. This could be a little bit interesting because I don't kind of know what I'm going to do here, but we're going to hit record and see what comes about of this. So we'll play back the start of the vocals here, and then some harmonies will probably come in towards the chorus and some other parts. So we'll hit record. Check. 1, 2. Life is long and you have much time. You're in a rush and you don't know why. So we're probably not recording any harmonies in this part. Now, but you doubt your maybe the next part. You don't know how. Look around at what others it's gonna be a long, long time. Hey! I'm not convinced of any of that, but maybe in here. There are times when you might give in, thinking there's just no way to win. Looking sideways at other folks, thinking you're the butt of everyone's jokes. But there's one lesson that I've learned: when you feel that you can't return, that is that you should persevere, because you won't get it done by living in fear. Hold on, hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. They say, get rich, buy a car, a house, a diamond ring, but that won't really make you happy. I'm not convinced that backing vocals are going to work in this song, just quietly. Hold on, hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, yes, it's gonna be a long, and it's gonna be a long, long time. So, yeah, I'm not convinced that backing vocals belong in this song, and you can tell me if you think otherwise. I think doubled vocals on the hold-ons in the chorus, definitely, and maybe that final chorus does need that. So let's just take a listen, because I tried something in that final chorus. Let's just see if this works together as a backing vocal. Play it. Hold on, hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced we need backing vocals. I'm going to mute them out for now. But what I probably will do is, as I mentioned, use one of the vocal takes as a vocal double. So again, let's just remove the entry points here of these vocals, do a little bit of maintenance here on our vocal in this track. And then, yeah, what we would probably do is take one vocal, the better vocal, which is probably the second take, and put that as our main vocal, and then our other one will be a double underneath, but kind of only in the choruses, because if we play these both together, let's just take a listen to what both of them would sound like together here. Life is long and you have much time. You're in a rush and you don't know why. You want it all. So you probably wouldn't play those together throughout the entire song, but if we actually, when we hit our chorus, which is somewhere down here, yep, right there. We'll come back. Sorry, I keep pressing the wrong buttons because I'm on my little iPhone here as opposed to the iPad. So is that where our chorus is? Is it here? Others do think it's easy, so why not you? But success. We've recorded over a bit there. We'll just hit undo until we get back to there. There we go. There's it down here. Hold on. So there's our hold on. So what we could do is actually just bring that in for maybe just the chorus section. So if we just play this back here. Hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on. And you can hear there when we bring the doubled vocal in, we can sort of bring it up to that level, or we'd probably have it sitting a little bit lower. So let's just play this back again from here. Gonna be a long time, hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Hey! And what it's just going to do is thicken up that chorus part of the vocal. So that is what I'm thinking we'll do. So what have I learned here in this session? Well, I kind of like the sound of the handheld vocal. I think once we add in some reverb, some better delay here, we sort of start mixing it into the rest of the vocal. I don't mind the handheld vocal here. I may go back to the condenser microphone, but we'll try this for now. I like the double, definitely in the chorus. I'm not convinced on a backing vocal. If you think otherwise, if you think a backing vocal would be cool here in some parts, let me know. But let's be honest, we've got 2 days to go here, and we've got to get this completely done. So we may not be spending a heap of time on this, but the key things here with the vocal recording that I did here is to make sure that when you're recording a vocal, these are the takeaways. So in case you're just thinking Pete's being self-indulgent and he's showing us how he can record vocals, well, hopefully this can help you in any DAW, whether in GarageBand or wherever else. And that is that make sure that your input gain is not too loud, that you're not clipping your signal on the input. So when we came in here before, let me just show you a quick example of this. We'll turn back on the monitoring here and we'll come back over to this microphone and turn up the output. So the output like that is okay, right? We can go, hold on, hold on. We'll be okay. We're not going to clip that. But if we go up on the input, I'll turn this up on my interface. Look what that's doing. Yeah, that's not good at all, right? Nobody wants to hear that. So don't turn your input gain up if you can't hear your vocals. Turn your output up because you can easily turn your output up. And the other thing is, let me just turn my input gain up and listen to the background noise. You can hear me breathing. You may even be able to hear cars and buses outside. So you don't want your input gain up loud. You want that nice and balanced so that when you're singing at your loudest, you are not hitting anywhere near 100%. So when we come back here to our view here, in fact, let's just come back onto this microphone here. If you look at the waveform that we have here, it's a healthy waveform, but it's certainly not hitting anywhere near, even 80% or 100%. It's not going to clip our signal, but we can really clearly see where we're singing, and we can see that in the quieter parts here, so if we tap here and we solo just the vocals, even these 2 tracks, and we play. It's gonna be a long time, hold on, 'cause it's gonna... So that was a little bit loud because we had them both up like full volume. But if we turn these down to a regular volume and we play again, it's gonna be a long, long time, hey! And listen to that silence. Apart from Pete breathing out there. There are times when you might... If I had my microphone gain up too loud, you'd be hearing a bunch of background noise. And this is a question I get asked a heap. And the majority of the people that I help out that have really bad background noise is because, and we'll come back into our microphone, is because we've got our monitor on here. I'll turn this on. If you have that gain up too loud, listen to that. We turn it down. We still get a nice signal through, but you are not hearing that background noise. If we turn these off, then you're just hearing a regular kind of sound. Bit over compressed there, so we'll turn it down. But yeah, just be really careful with your input gain, because too much input gain is going to make your vocals sound pretty ordinary. That is close to it for this one. What I need to do now is go away and finish recording all of these vocals, which I'll do without having the live camera on me because I'll probably get a better vocal performance. But I wanted to say thank you to a couple of folks here because I've got some ideas. So Aramasaya, you've given me some ideas here on some of the vocals. Danny Elliott's given me some ideas on some of these vocals, and we have changed up some of those. You may have noticed some changes in those vocals, and that's because of those folks that have given me those ideas as well. Let's just jump in and see if anyone has anything to say here that on the live stream that I can talk to before we finish up here, because I do thank you for being here if you are here live. If you're here on the replay and you've got some comments, make sure you drop those down in the comments below. But I'm just going to jump over here and come in. I need to get rid of my phone off the screen so I can actually read the folks that we've got here. So Ria Michelle, Johan Oliver Der Lechtun, hello to you. Creative Source is here. Hello, Mike, my buddy from Creative Source. James McIntosh, good morning from Scotland. Hello to you. Gussie Wells, 4:40 a.m. in Canada. Wow, welcome to you there. Good stuff. So I don't have no one's asked any questions. That's okay. We are at a weird time here. It's the afternoon here in Australia, and it's a very early morning for most of my friends over in the US and Canada. So if you are waking up and you're watching this on the replay, let me know if there's any things that I should do with this song. So Ria Michelle said the double main is nice. What is input gain is a question. Well, that is the input gain is the microphone volume going into your DAW. So you can adjust that either in your software or on your hardware, on your interface that you're using. So I'll quickly show you the interface. I'll unplug everything here and I'll quickly show you. I've shown this a bunch of times before. We'll just turn that off so you don't get blown away. But what I'm using here is the Steinberg UR12. So this is the Steinberg UR12. I've got it plugged in via XLR. There's my microphone there. This was just outputting into my mixer, which is what you were hearing here on this song. And yeah, this is what I recommend. So you can go to studiolivetoday.com/gear if you want to check out the gear that I use to record my vocals, as well as to record guitars and all the other things I do here in iOS. But that is going to do it for this video. I wanted to say, again, thank you to those who have been here live. If you're here on the replay, let me know what you think of this song. If there's things that I should do, I know we're very late in the piece, so I may not even be able to get to the comments and do anything with them, but I wanted to get this done because I need to record these vocals. Tomorrow, I'll be coming back live. We'll be doing some live mixing here on Studio Live today. So there'll be another live video in around about 12 hours time from now, or 14 hours, where I'll be returning and we'll be mixing this track here live. So thank you again to everyone who's been here. Subscribe to the channel by clicking or tapping on the subscribe button somewhere down there below, and I'll see you folks on the next video. Cheers.